Thank you, Councillor. My name is Michael Osborne, and as you said, I practice law in Toronto. I'm the founder of Bring Love, a new lay Catholic organization dedicated to forging and deepening ties between Catholics and Jews and to combating Jew hatred. We take our name from the prayer of St. Francis, where there is hatred, let me bring love. I cannot pretend to speak on behalf of Toronto's 670,000 Catholics, nor can I speak on behalf of the Church. But I can tell you what the Church has said. Jews are our beloved brothers and sisters. Pope St. John Paul II said this in 1986. A Christian cannot be an anti-Semite. We share the same roots. It would be a contradiction of faith and life. Pope Francis said this in 2018, but this teaching goes back nearly a century. It follows that we Catholics and all Christians have an obligation to combat anti-Semitism. We have an obligation to stand with our brothers and sisters. In February 2024, Pope Francis responded to the tsunami of Jew hate that has engulfed the world. He wrote, "The path that the Church has walked with you, the ancient people of the covenant, rejects every form of anti-Judaism and anti-Semitism, unequivocally condemning manifestations of hatred towards Jews and Judaism as a sin against God. Together with you, we Catholics are very concerned about the terrible increase in attacks against Jews around the world. We had hoped that never again would be a refrain heard by the new generations, yet now we see that the path ahead requires ever closer collaboration to eradicate these phenomena. The Bring Love initiative is in its infancy, but we intend to spread this call to action far and wide to all of the 670,000 Catholics in Toronto and millions in Canada. We have also been listening to our Jewish brothers and sisters. We know they are fearful. We know that their children face hatred in schools and universities. We know that some are even asking whether it's time to leave before it gets too dangerous. We know that never again is now. We also know that Jew hatred is not a Jewish problem. It is quite obviously a problem outside the Jewish community. It's a cancer that has spread and metastasized in our society, and we will fight it alongside our brothers and sisters. We also know that Jew hatred never stops with Jews. A society in which it is okay to hate Jews is a society in which it is okay to hate anyone and everyone. And that's happening. Christian churches have been burned down. Hindu celebrations have been attacked. And mosques have been vandalized. Jacques Maritain, a French philosopher who co-founded the Pontifical Institute for Medieval Studies here in Toronto, wrote that the foundation of society is a kind of civic love or friendship. That civic love is being eroded daily. Every attack on Jews, every hateful graffiti, every broken window, every call to globalize the Intifada, or that the final solution is coming, as we saw recently in Montreal. Each of these expressions of hatred erodes that civic love, and with it, the very foundation of our society. We will stand shoulder to shoulder with our Jewish brothers and sisters. We will bring love where there is hatred. And we will call upon all Canadians to do the same. But to those that we have elected as our leaders, I say this: you must lead and take action. Many of you, not all, some in the room today have been sterling in their support. Many of you at all levels of government have failed to do so. Many have equivocated as hate consumed our cities and danced as rioters smashed windows. They have been weighed on the scales and found wanting. It's time for you to do more than performative tweets. It's time for you to take concrete steps to enforce existing laws against hate speech and even bylaws against demonstrating without permits. It's time for you to do the job you were elected to do, or to make way for those who will.